Margbot.
Remember, stay hungry.
So, we are here to interview Mr. Southern Cannibal. So, let us start.
Okay.
Of the stories you've narrated, which one is your favorite?
Out of all the stories I have done, I think I'd like to say the pizza delivery stories.
Why is that? Because you collaborated with your best friend?
Not necessarily, but I mean that was part of it, like getting my best friend in on it. But I guess like just the idea of delivering a pizza and then like running into something really scary like happening. I guess that I mean, I used to work at like a restaurant and like a pizza restaurant, and nothing like that ever happened to me. But like it's something creepy to think about. Yeah, like I like those a lot, and then I also like the deep web stories, just because they're just ridiculously crazy.
So, since you used to do that kind of line of work, you never had anything too weird happen to you? It was just pretty standard?
Yeah. Nothing ever happened to me. Yeah, nothing like that ever happened to me. But yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so of the stories you've read, which one disturbed you the most?
Oh man. Okay. I think honestly, I think it was like I think the one that disturbed me the most was the clown video that I did, the last one, and it was about this one story in particular where this kid was just walking home from work and a clown had chased him with machetes, and
Wow.
that really freaked me out.
Yeah, I remember listening to that one, and I mean, I don't like clowns as is very much, and
Yeah,
thinking of a machete wielding clown is terrifying, just a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah, pretty scary.
Yeah.
That would, yeah, that'd be pretty horrible.
Let's see. Okay. So, is there a certain topic you prefer when selecting a story to narrate?
Yeah, well, I really like cyber stalker stories. Like, I mean, I practically live on the internet. Like, I'm always on the computer. Um, and I have had a couple things happen, like nothing too big, but I've run into some like creepy online people online before. And the cyber stalker stories are pretty creepy. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I like those.
Yeah. Are you one of those people who have, a piece of tape over their webcam?
You know what? No, but I've thought about doing that because my webcam has turned on a couple of times and it's freaked me out.
Wow, by itself?
Yeah, like it's freaked me out because it happened before.
That's kind of scary. I've never had that happen to me.
I
My
know.
laptop is the one with the cam, and I've never had it happen to me. But then again, you can only tell if it lights up the little light next to it. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty creepy.
yeah.
It happened to me one time on a live stream, and I almost had an accidental face reveal, and I had like a panic attack, like when that
Oh my
happened.
God.
So I like instantly ended the stream and then deleted the stream so that no one could like go back and watch. But then I found out that no one had saw anything, so I did all that for nothing. But I didn't want to take the chance of someone seeing me.
Oh my
Not
God.
not
So
not yet, anyways.
now that you brought up the whole face reveal thing, is there a reason why you didn't show your face to begin with in your channel? Because I mean, I know very few of the horror community actually show
Yeah.
their face to begin with, or is there a
Um.
reason?
Yeah. My reason is just to contain some mystery to myself and my channel. Like I feel like it's a little more interesting and a little more mysterious when they don't know what you look like. And I kind of feel like with me personally, I feel like a face reveal is me like getting a little more personal with my fans and my subscribers. Like this is me like letting them know like the real me behind the voice. And when I feel comfortable with that, that's how I'll view it. Like when I'm ready, when I do decide to face reveal, it's like me like letting my fans know like me, not just Southern Cannibal. But yeah,
I see. Okay.
yeah.
So when do you, I know that this has been asked of you before, but when do you plan on doing the face reveal and how?
um, I think I know a lot of channels out there. They do it at like a crazy milestone, but I think for me, I think I'm gonna do it at like 50K. If I get there, like if I get to 50K, I think that's when I'm gonna do it. And I think I'm gonna make like a whole like video centered around it. Like I'm gonna really make an actual video where I do like a face reveal and then I talk and to the camera and stuff. But I'm gonna, when I do it, I'm gonna like I'm gonna try and make it like a really good video dedicated to just the face reveal and stuff.
I
And
see.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that might be your most crucial video yet because it's you.
Yeah.
It I don't know. I would think it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Who is your role model at this and why?
So, as in like another narrator that I just look up to?
Yes.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them that I really like. I don't necessarily know if I have a role model, but I know that like Corpse Husband, I really love, like, when I started, like I've been watching narrations, like scary stories for about 2 years. Like I've been watching for a long time, but I just like, when I came across Corpse Husband, I just like got into it like even more. Like I was watching like every single day, and he really really inspired me. I don't know if I'd call him my role model, but he really inspired me to try it for myself. There were many reasons why I started my own channel, but he was one of them. And if I had to say a role model, I guess I would say Corpse. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Corpse definitely has humble beginnings, and he lets his listeners know
Yeah, exactly. That's
that
another reason.
Didn't start with a studio. Him and your maker both are very humble with their beginnings.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think just recently Corpse said that he's finally getting, his own place where he feels he can actually record more regularly. So that's kind of neat. So what have you been most satisfied with when it comes to your channel?
The thing that's satisfied me the most is just the fans, the support that I've received. I mean, I've only been doing this for a couple months. I didn't expect to have so much support and have like a fan base this quick. And so, really just the whole community, like the fans, the support the channel's gotten, you meeting other great narrators and making friends, like the whole community in general is just really the most rewarding thing I've gotten out of this. So nothing to do with sub count or views or any of that. It's just the fans and the community in general.
Okay. And speaking of the fans, what have you had like any crazy things go on with fans, or what's the craziest thing that's happened, involving a fan so far?
Let's see. I've had a couple of weird snaps on Snapchat, and then I've had a couple streams where some strange things were said. Yeah. There's been some interesting things happen.
Do you feel comfortable sharing what those things are, or would you rather not?
Yeah. Well, let me think. Like, I remember doing a stream one time, and there was there was a young girl in the stream. She was like 15, and this has actually happened a couple of times with different people, but I guess the weirdest thing is like people saying they want to have my babies and stuff. That's pretty strange.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy. But I mean,
comes with the territory, right?
Well, see, the way I feel about that is like it's weird, but it doesn't really bother me, but because like you said, it comes with the territory. Like once you get, it's kind of something to be, you just kind of just got to accept it. But yeah, it doesn't really bother me too much. It's just a little strange.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you feel has been your biggest obstacle since you started your channel?
Okay. Honestly, the biggest obstacle for me is just, it's really just trying to find material that no one else has done. And it's really hard at this point to find stories that, that are original, that no one else has covered. I guess, I mean, that's really the only thing. Like, everybody's been really nice. Everybody's been great in the community. I haven't received much hate. So there's really not many obstacles to really come across. But that's probably the biggest problem I've had, is just trying to find original material to read that
yeah, I can imagine
new and refreshing. Yeah.
Do you take subscriber submissions as far as the true stories?
Yes, I do take. I actually would prefer to get subscriber submissions over getting my stories from other sources. Like I would really, at some point in the future, I would like to solely rely on just subscriber submissions instead of getting my stories from, like, say, Reddit, for example. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, you could always set up your own Reddit as well, so that
yeah.
people, you know, submit
That's
them directly to you.
actually a great idea. Yeah.
Because I really think that, you know, I agree with the whole, it's difficult to find, you know, stories that have not been narrated before. I recently started looking into maybe doing the true scary stories,
Hmm.
just because, you know, I know it's been discussed in other streams that there aren't too many females that narrate the true scary
Yeah,
stories.
exactly.
So while I was doing that, I realized that, you know, all of the stories out there have just been overdone to death, you know.
Yeah.
So it's tough.
And along with that, like here's how I feel. Like like I said, that's my biggest obstacle. But at the same time, I don't I don't really worry if somebody else has covered it, because we all have our own style when narrating.
That, yeah, I
And
agree.
we all put our own, like, twist to the stories we narrate, and they all sound different. So I would like if someone comes to my channel and they see a video that I did that has stories that they've already watched. I mean, I usually just tell people that, you know, we all have our own style of narrating, so it doesn't really bother me that much. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. I say the same thing with the creepypasta narrating.
Yeah.
You know, everybody wants to hear a particular voice doing a certain thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So why, I know this, you've said this before, but since I know that you wanted to post this on your channel, why did you choose the name Southern Cannibal?
Okay. So I came up with the name. Well, I mean, obviously I wanted a name related to horror and, you know, just the scary genre. And, you know, I'm really into supernatural creatures, like Wendigos, werewolves, like all the supernatural lore and all that stuff. And uh, my name and, like, I came up with cannibal. Like I wanted something that would be like a Wendigo, but I mean, I just didn't think it was as catchy as a cannibal, and I just came up with the Southern Cannibal because I'm from the South. I'm from Mississippi, and I knew people would recognize my accent and say things in the comments. So I just thought I'd throw Southern, put the two together, Southern Cannibal, and I really liked how it sounded. Like I just, as soon I came up with the name, like, instantly, like I had walked into my room and I decided I was gonna start doing scary stories, and I just instantly came up with the name, and I was like, I'm gonna go with this. And I remember telling a couple people about it, and everybody kind of shot me down, but I just went with my gut on it, and I'm glad I
And it's
did.
worked out.
Yeah, it worked out.
You know, it's interesting that you say that you like, you know, the cryptid, I guess you could say,
Yeah,
creature, and yet you chose to narrate the true scary stories. So you kind of strayed
yeah.
away from what you actually like. Why is that? Is there a reason you chose to do
Uh,
true scary stories instead of creepypasta?
um, I mean, I do like some of the creepypastas. I prefer true scary stories just because. Oh God, sorry, I'm getting a Skype call.
That's okay.
That. Um. Anyways, I'm sorry. 1 second. I just need to
Don't
turn
worry
my
about
volume
it.
down. Okay. Anyways, so I would like to narrate, like, I would be open to doing supernatural, like, stories like that. But as I was saying, like, it's kind of like how your maker, he says it's always scarier if it's true.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same logic on my end. I just think it's more freakier and scarier if there's something that's true that actually happened. That's kind of how I feel about it. But I would be open to doing, you know, other types of material. Like if people request, like, you know, creepy pastas and stuff, I would do it if it was, like, requested. Like, that's the thing about me, is, like, it's really whatever the fans want. So I know
Well,
a
I
lot
mean,
of.
you have done a couple of collaborations
Hmm.
already with the creepypasta channels. So I think that's really helped you branch out as well.
Yeah, true,
Okay.
for sure.
So if you could talk to any of the big YouTube channel owners, who would it be and why?
The repeat the question again.
If you could talk to any of the big YouTube channel owners, who would it be and why?
YouTube channel owners? Is this like other narrators?
Yes,
Or
I mean it could
okay.
be. It doesn't have to be a narrator. I mean, it could just.
Okay. Yeah. Man, I'd really like to talk to. Well, it'd be cool to talk to like Corp's husband, just to sit in a room and talk to him. That'd be really awesome because he's like one of my favorites. And then this is gonna be weird, but I think it would be cool to talk to. Oh, okay. I just thought of one. So Corp's husband, and then I'd love to talk to Graveyard Girl because she's like helped my channel out a lot. She's gave me shout outs twice along other big narrators like she shouted me out along with Corp's husband, B Busta, Lazy Masquerade, and Mr. Nightmare, which are like some of the biggest narrators out there, and she put me along with them, and I would just love to talk to her and just thank her for like shouting me out and helping me. I would just love to just talk to her and tell her thank you because she was very sweet to do that, and that was just really amazing. But I'd love to talk to her. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like she's really helped you out along the way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
With her shout out. Yeah, definitely. What point did you decide that it was a good idea to have merchandise?
Oh yeah. When I first started, like I had like 100 subs. I'd already been thinking about it, but I knew I needed to do it like way later on until my channel got a little bit. So I was like, I think I originally told myself that I was gonna do it around 5,000 subscribers or something like that. I was like, if I got there, I was gonna do it around then. But I think I actually decided to do it around 1,000 subscribers, and I wasn't really worried about how big I was or anything like that. I was just like, I had posted some things on my Instagram and asked the fans, hey, what do you guys think of this? And pretty much the fans persuaded me to come out with merch. They all like were very supportive, and they said that they wanted, just to support me and buy my merch. And I was like, I didn't really care how big I was at that point. I was just like, if they're willing to support me, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And that's kind of why I did it. Oh my.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, and the same thing with the Patreon. Like I actually had fans contact me and say, "Hey, get a Patreon," and I wasn't gonna do it like on my own, but like I had a lot of support, so I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and I created merch and a Patreon, and it's been pretty amazing, like all the support and whatnot from the.
Oh yeah, and to everybody listening, his Patreon is actually in the description of this, and we'll discuss that a little bit more ahead because he actually has a project that he's working on that he really needs Patreon support for. Okay, so back to the questions. Have you considered what you're going to do if and when you reach 100,000 subs?
Like channel wise or in my life, or like what exactly do you mean as far
for your
as
channel?
like okay, so if I hit, I mean, I'm gonna face reveal at 50K, so I feel like that's gonna be like the big thing. But like at 100K, so at 100,000 subscribers, like if I actually make it, if I actually get that far, I mean, I'll probably I would love to do a mega collab with like some big narrators. Like if I could do like a mega collab, like with some big, like Mr. Nightmare, Corpse Husband, Lazy, that would be incredible. Like that'd be like my dream collab. But I mean, I'd probably gonna do something like that. But I'd also like, I don't know where I'm gonna be like a year from now. But at some point, I want to go to VidCon and hang out with like my fans and stuff. Like I would love to just like literally hang out with my fans and talk to them and everything. Like, and I think that would be something fun to do for 100K. Like that'd be really awesome. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I actually have a few questions from your fans.
Okay.
So this should be fun.
Okay.
PB&J Rules wants to know, boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Okay. Well, there you go, PB&J Rules. If you're listening, he prefers boxers. All right.
Yeah.
What is your favorite kind of cake from Serial Killer?
What is my favorite kind of cake?
Yes.
I would say I'm gonna say red velvet.
Really?
Yeah, I like that, and it kind of matches up with me if you think about it, because it's red like blood.
Okay, I mean, we all have blood, but no, just kidding.
No. I really like, I like red velvet cake. It's pretty good.
Okay, I see. What are you scared of? What are your fears?
My fears are like my personal fears are. It's like it's not really like being scared outside by myself or anything like that, or being scared of I'll get kidnapped or killed. Nothing like that. It's more of a it's more of a psychological fear. I'm gonna get really emo here, I guess. I have a fear of being alone, like ending like being like an old man and not having a family or anything, and just having like a lonely life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So get on that, ladies. Make sure he doesn't end up alone in life. Okay. All right. So let's see. Hold on. There was another question. Oh, Bajazzle wants to know, why are you so awesome?
Why am I so awesome? Because you guys support me, and you guys are the reason I'm awesome.
So yeah, his fans are the reason he is awesome. Let's see.
Yeah,
what else? I think. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, without my fans, I feel like this about every YouTuber, no matter what you're doing. Without your fans, you're nothing. You really owe everything to your fans. You're not nothing, but without the support, we wouldn't be able to like do what we want to do, and it's just incredible to have the support of all the fans. So
yeah, of course. Listen to Me Speak is actually wondering what you do to prepare for your readings.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing, so you just wing it?
So sometimes I don't even proofread. I'll just read it and narrate it at the same time, and no one can ever tell that I do that, but I do that a lot.
How many tries would you say it usually takes you to get one story down?
Oh God, I mess up a lot, like a whole lot. So I pretty much just do one take, and I include all the mess ups. I'd probably say like 10 to 20 mess ups within the stories. But yeah, I have to do a lot of editing because I mess up a lot. But yeah.
Gotcha. Creeperoni wants to know what your favorite genre of pasta is.
Favorite genre of pasta?
Yeah.
I don't really understand this because I don't know much about creepy pastas. Can you elaborate? You know more about the creepy pasta, so can you tell me? Like, I'm kind of don't know a whole lot about creepy pasta.
So within the creepy pasta, I think what she means is within the creepy pasta community, there's there's like post-apocalyptic like type of pastas, and there's also the like internet ones that are like kind of like Smile Dog and all that. I hope that's what she meant.
My favorite genre of pasta is the paranormal creepy pastas. Those really freak me out. And there's a creepy pasta that I personally really like. I feel like no one really knows much about it. I feel like it's very underrated, but it's one of the best creepy pastas I've ever read.
What is it?
It's called the Bedtime series, and it's basically this like whole series of creepypasta. It's like a creepypasta series of this kid battling this demon in his room, like this paranormal demon, and it's insane. Like it's such a great creepypasta.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like any of the cryptid? I don't know if you've heard any, because I know the creepypasta is not usually your thing, but any of the cryptid stories and ghost stories and.
Does that include like the rake? Because I like that.
Yes,
I like the rake story a lot. I really like the rake.
Gotcha. Oh, Creeperoni just released the Bedtime series.
Oh my goodness!
So
wow.
You need to go check it out. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that, Creeperoni. That's awesome. I haven't seen many people cover it either, so that's really awesome.
Creepypasta Goblin is wondering, have you had any videos demonetized?
No, that has not happened to me yet. I hope it never does, but it has not happened so far.
Okay, that's good. I mean, have any of the YouTube changes, which aren't really changes, they're just now bringing them to light, had any impact on you think?
No, I haven't had anything crazy happen to me. As with, despite all of the changes, a couple of friends have been affected by some of the things, but nothing has happened to me directly.
That's great. I'm glad.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So in regards to the Patreon, do you want to tell them what your project is that you're trying to
Yeah.
fund?
All right. So basically, I have a Patreon, and I'm currently saving for a new PC, a new computer that I can make a better. It's aimed to make better content for my channel. This it's been my goal from like the beginning since I started to like save for a better computer to make better videos. And if you want to, you can donate and help me with that. But that's pretty much what the goal is right now, is just trying to save enough to get this PC so I can make better content.
Yeah, so you can, bring your fans better content.
Yeah.
Which is, a good reason to have a Patreon because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going right back into the channel. This is
Totally.
actually a question I had. I know you're not a creepypasta narrator, and I know that that's where this is popular, but do you plan on coming out with an origin story for your Southern Cannibal persona?
It is that is in the works currently. I don't know when it'll be available, but that is something that is currently I'm working on. So yes.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna get to find out where the cannibal came from then.
Yes.
All right, great. All right, well, thank you so much for answering all my questions and allowing me to interview you.